What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pocono Raceway. This is going to be the practice race for the BMS mini series that I mentioned in my previous video. For the first race of the Netflix Cup series, I'm going to be pretty much giving us sort of a rundown of how this series is going to work. This race doesn't count towards any points. It's supposed to just be a practice race. That's why it's called the Pocono practice race. And we're going to zoom in and see if we can see our competitors. The drivers that are here today are going to be the drivers that are going to run full-time in the series when the first race actually drops, which is going to be at Daytona. And there they are. That's our starting grid for today. Got 16 drivers, which will each be racing in groups of 4. So why don't we not waste any more time and go down there and meet them, shall we? Here we are down on the track with our grid runners here today. You see that on top I will be mentioning who each driver is who. So in row number 1 for race 1 is going to be 2 Erics. It's the 43 of Eric Jones and the 10 of Eric Almirola, even though Eric Jones is with an E and Almirola's is with an A. Row number 2 is the 23 of Bubba Wallace and the 77 of Ty Dillon. They will also be racing in race number 1. That's the first 4 for race number 1. Now, race number 2, row number 3, is Denny Hamlin in the 11 and Brad Keselowski in the 6. They will be racing in race number 2, and also will be Michael McDowell and Kyle Larson in the 5 and the 34. Row number, I think this is 5, we've got Harrison Burton and BJ McLeod. They'll be racing in race number 3, and also will be Alex Bowman and Ryan Blaney. That'll be your drivers for race number 3. Race number 4 will be Shane Van Gisbergen and Christopher Bell, and in the final row will be Austin Cindric and William Byron. So we got a great field of drivers today for the practice race and for hopefully the rest of the season. And honestly, I forgot to mention, if you want to sponsor any of these drivers, all you have to do is type in who you want to sponsor for the race. You can change your sponsor every 2 races. So when the Daytona race comes out, you would have to wait for the next race. And then the race after that next race will be if you can change your sponsor if you want to. But you probably won't. So with that being said, why don't we go ahead and kick things off, shall we? With race number 1. Here we are, race number 1. Eric Jones, Eric Almirola, Bubba Wallace, and Ty Dillon are going to see the green flag. We got 2 laps here at Pocono. So let's see who's going to win this race and move on to the final race. Here comes Eric Jones. He's got a great run down there on the inside lane. They started 4 wide. He's going to stick to the inside. Here comes Eric Almirola behind him. Bubba Wallace shoots through the middle to take second place. Ty Dillon still on the outside, holding it 3 wide. Ty Dillon up the track and into the wall. Looks like there's contact between Bubba and Eric Almirola, and looks like somebody's in the wall back there. I see smoke. It looks like it might be Bubba Wallace because Ty Dillon and Eric Almirola are still there. So it looks like Bubba Wallace might have just crashed. But if he's not in the racing groove, then there's going to be no caution. And there's most likely not going to be a caution anyways, because we don't throw caution in 2-lap shootouts. So here we go into turn number 2. Eric Jones and Eric Almirola battling side by side. It's the Eric and Eric show. Ty Dillon about a second behind them. Looks like Eric Almirola to the outside, back to the inside. Now he goes outside once again as we go into turn 3. And here comes Eric Jones. He's got a good lead on the 10 right now as they go onto the front stretch once again. Eric's got a good corner, but Eric is closing behind him. And here they go into the checkered area of the track. They get back into their respective lanes as when they started. And now that we're going to see what line they're running. What the heck is going on with the camera? Okay, anyways, back to the action here. Eric Jones slides it way up high off the track. Had a bad corner entry. He went down on the apron and slid back up the track. Now here comes Eric Almirola. It looks like Bubba Wallace is there on the outside of the track. I don't know what just happened to the camera there for a second. It froze. But it looks like Eric Jones is starting to be caught up to by Eric Almirola as they get side by side again here on the backstretch. Ty Dillon way behind. It looks like it's going to be a side by side battle to the finish line here as they go into turn 2. Contact made again. Eric Almirola, big crash, hard upside down goes Eric Almirola. He's tumbling into the turn 2 wall. Eric Jones is collected with him. Ty Dillon slides past him through turn 2. A big wreck here on turn 2 as they go into the front stretch one more time. Ty Dillon sneaks past both Erics in a wild fashion. He's all by himself. All his competitors wreck out. A humongous crash there in turn 2. Erik Jones and Aric Almirola made contact, and the seas parted for Ty Dillon. So it looks like he's going to move on to the final round. Ty Dillon is your winner for race 1. Great job there from the 77. Next race. Here we are, everybody. Race number 2, this time starring Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, and Michael McDowell. In that order from inside to outside. The green flag's out, 2 laps. Let's see who's going to win race number 2 and move on to the final race. And it looks like Denny Hamlin's already falling back on the inside, highly unlike Erik Jones in the last race, who actually had a better run on the inside. Looks like Kyle Larson's going to shoot to the lead. Contact between Brad Keselowski and Denny Hamlin. They managed to keep it together, though. And Michael McDowell's falling way behind up there on the outside. More contact between Larson and Keselowski now as they continue to hold together through turn 1 onto the backstretch. Now as Denny Hamlin takes the lead. Kyle Larson charging up the outside, though. Brad Keselowski is pinned between them in third as they go into turn number 2. Kyle Larson now to the inside. He's going to throw a block. And, car around is Kyle Larson. He gets spun out by Brad Keselowski hard into the outside wall. He spins it and saves it. Kind of, not really. Gets his car backfired. He's not winning this race unless some magical miracle happens when all the cars explode or something. And it looks like Michael McDowell is going to get a big run on the outside trying to pass his fellow Mustang driver Brad Keselowski. Contact. And it looks like he doesn't have the momentum. He almost did. He shot way up past Denny Hamlin. And here they come onto the front stretch once again. And 1 lap to go here. And it looks like Brad Keselowski is charging away with it. Michael McDowell close behind. Denny Hamlin not too far away from both of them. Let's see if Michael can be able to pass him before the race is over. Here they come into turn 1. Good corner there by Keselowski. Shoots up the track a little bit. Michael McDowell a little bit worse, but not too bad. Here they come onto the backstretch now. Brad Keselowski's there. You see McDowell on the inside. Denny Hamlin way far behind. Then he's closer to McDowell than McDowell is to Keselowski. Keselowski running it way up top there on the high side. McDowell and Hamlin are not even in the camera frame anymore. And it looks like Keselowski is, I want to say pulling away, but this is an egregious lead he has. It looks like there might have been a spin back there. I saw smoke on the end of turn 2. That might have been either McDowell or Hamlin, or maybe they made contact and crashed together. But it doesn't really matter because both of them are not in contention to win this race anymore, obviously. So as Brad Keselowski rounds turn 3, back onto the front stretch, he's going to move on to the final round. Keselowski is your race 2 winner. Great job there from the 6. Next race. Here we are, round number 3, and our leaderboard appears to be glitched, so I have to introduce all of our drivers manually. We have Harrison Burton here starting on the inside lane. In the second lane is BJ McLeod. Third lane, Alex Bowman. And fourth lane, Ryan Blaney as they speed into turn 1 through the front straightaway here. Here comes Alex Bowman, a big run from lane number 2. It looks like Harrison Burton and BJ McLeod also here. And Ryan Blaney's way up high on the outside. Here comes Harrison Burton to the bottom with another big run. And it looks like Alex Bowman's going to try to block BJ. Can't get there. Gets put up on the outside. 4 wide out of turn 1. And it looks like Harrison Burton's got a good run. Ryan Blaney getting a good run on the outside. Harrison Burton getting a good lick to the inside. Looks like BJ McLeod's in the middle, getting smashed in between there. Alex Bowman's falling behind slightly as they go into turn 2. Blaney and BJ McLeod battling it out for first place. Here comes Harrison Burton to the bottom. Alex Bowman on top. Harrison fourth. Alex Bowman third. BJ McLeod second. And Ryan Blaney first. He's got a good run into turn 3. And here comes Alex Bowman on the outside. Big run past the 78. He's going to get up to second. It looks like it's going to be a battle between Bowman and Blaney. Let's see who's going to take it here on the final lap. Blaney slightly out front. Bowman a little bit behind. 1 lap to go this time by. Who's going to win round 3? There goes Blaney. He has got a great run on the 48. Now here comes Alex Bowman with a big run, putting the bumper to the 12. Big bump and run. They both go into the wall. Big hit for the 48 and 12. Blaney sideways. He saves it. Here comes BJ McLeod. He also puts the bumper to Ryan Blaney. Both of them up the track. BJ McLeod in first place. Let's see if Harrison Burton can counteract this big move. Alex Bowman's falling way behind. A big wreck for the 48. and the 12. And it looks like Ryan Blaney's been passed by Harrison Burton and BJ McLeod. BJ's got to hold it for just 2 more corners. Let's see if he can do it. The 78 out in front in turn 2. Let's see if Harrison Burton will be able to catch up and match his speed. It's not looking like it so far, but BJ's car might be a little bit damaged from that contact with the 12. Let's see if he can hold it for the next 2 corners. Here they come into turn 3 now. Harrison Burton about a second behind, maybe half a second. Looks like BJ's got a good run out of turn 3. Here they come onto the front stretch. Can Harrison Burton catch him right before the line? Probably not. So the 78 is going to win round 3. Live Fast Motorsports. BJ McLeod's going to go to the final round. Great job in there from the 78. Next race. Here we are on round number 4. It looks like on lane number 1 we have SVG. Lane number 2, I believe, is Austin Cindric. Lane number 3, oh wait, no, that's Christopher Bell. Lane number 3 is Austin Cindric, and lane number 4 is William Byron in the 24. So here they come into turn 1, and Shane Van Gisbergen with a huge bump to the 20. And he's going to give a big shove to Christopher Bell and take the lead. Very aggressive moves by the 91 here early on in this round, which is going to be the final round before the winner of this race is determined in the final round. And we're going to see if Christopher Bell retaliates. That was a huge shove he just took from the 91. Cindric and Byron falling behind. Maybe these two might take each other out. Who knows? And it looks like Christopher Bell, Shane Van Gisbergen both battling it out for the lead. Christopher Bell in the lead after taking the outside in turn 2. Looks like Shane Van Gisbergen's trying to catch up as they go into the final corner. SVG's got a good run on Christopher Bell. He's about a half a second behind, maybe 0.3 seconds behind, actually. He's got a great run on the 20 as they go into the front stretch. SVG holding the slightly lower line. Looks like Christopher Bell is running it slightly higher as we go to 1 lap to go here. SVG fakes to the inside. Now he's going back outside. Let's see if Christopher Bell can block in time. Let's see if he's going to be able to... Oh, 1 car sideways. Oh, Christopher Bell's upside down into the grass. He lands back on his wheels and gets sent into the infield grass. A big wreck for the 20 car. And Cindric sideways now. Big wreck on the outside wall. Chaos coming into turn 1. There's the number 2 car. Let's see if SVG can hold it out in front of Byron in these final couple of corners. It looks like he's going to be able to do it. A big wreck there just happened coming into the final lap. Here comes Byron. He's going to give a big shove to the 91. There's problems with Shane Van Gisbergen. I'm not sure what just happened, but it's getting crazy, folks, as they come into turn 2. Let's see if Byron can hold it in front of SVG for a little bit longer. Hold it behind SVG for a little bit longer. Here they come, speeding into turn number 3. Byron behind Shane Van Gisbergen. He takes the top line. Shane Van Gisbergen's got the inside. Byron's car is smoking. Let's see if Shane Van Gisbergen can catch up in the final corner with 1 lap to go. Here they come to the line. Shane Van Gisbergen on the outside. Byron's just in front of him, but it looks like he's going to hold him off, and Byron wins round number 4. Final round. Here we are, guys. Final round. Now the cars are lined up. Double file. Round 1 winner, Ty Dillon on the inside. Round 2 winner, Brad Keselowski on the outside. And BJ McLeod, round 3 winner. And William Byron, round 4 winner. This will be the determination. This race will determine the winner of the first ever practice race for the BMG Mini Series. Brad Keselowski's got a good lead. Ty Dillon right behind him in the inside lane. Let's see if he will be able to make something happen here on the backstretch. Coming into turn 2 now. BJ McLeod is falling way back. Here comes Ty Dillon on the inside. Byron and Keselowski on the outside. Here they come to turn 2. Byron and Keselowski still outside. They're going to try to push past Ty Dillon. Can't get it done. And now Byron and Keselowski are going to start rubbing bumpers. Fenders. Horrible contact there for the 6 and the 24. That disintegrated a lot of their momentum. The 77 is out front now. Let's see if Ty Dillon can hold a steady lead as we go into the front stretch one more time. This time by Ty Dillon out front. Brad Keselowski and William Byron behind him. 1 lap to go this time by. Here they come speeding into turn number 1. Byron and Keselowski drafting down into turn 1. And 1 car sideways and around. It's Brad Keselowski hard into the outside wall. He got turned by the 24. He got tagged by the 24. Ty Dillon's leading now. And it looks like Brad Keselowski gets out the way of the racing service. surface. And it looks like Byron just took out the 6 big time. Now he's getting a push from BJ McLeod as they catch up to Ty Dillon. Big push coming into turn number 2. And as BJ McLeod goes to the inside of William Byron, let's see if he can catch up to Ty Dillon in time. Big run coming out for the 78-24 as they go on to the, I don't even know what stretch this technically is. But Ty Dillon is still leading. Byron and BJ McLeod speeding behind him into turn 3. Let's see if they can make any moves. Ty Dillon still on the outside. Here comes William Byron and BJ McLeod chasing him down into turn 3. Here they come up to the front stretch for one more time. Let's see if Ty Dillon can hold them off. He's just barely in front. Byron and BJ McLeod still behind him. It's not going to be enough. BJ McLeod and William Byron come second. Wait, I forgot there's 3 laps in this race. I'm stupid. Anyways, I kind of overhyped that finish. Anyways, BJ McLeod has passed William Byron to the inside. Now here goes Byron. A big shift to the 77. They go up the track, sliding right past BJ McLeod. Here they come into turns, out of turn number 1. Onto the backstretch now. Where are the cars? Oh, here they come. Ty Dillon still leading. William Byron behind. And it looks like Byron and BJ McLeod are going to be making contact now as they come into turn 2. Big push is coming now for the 77. BJ McLeod all up on his rear bumper. And Ty Dillon gets spun by the 78. He got a bump and run from the back of the 78. Here they come. BJ McLeod, William Byron. Will he be able to catch up in time? Smoke coming from the 24. Brian Keselowski's back in this thing now. If BJ McLeod can hold it for just one more corner, he will be the winner of the first ever practice race for the BMS Mini Series. He's holding it out. He's holding it strong. Here they come into the front stretch, and BJ McLeod has solidified himself in BMS Mini hits. Oh, Brian Keselowski passed him at the last moment. Brian Keselowski is the winner of the BMS Mini Series practice race at Pocono. What a wonderful finish. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.